Welcome to our show, Sacred Tools for Divine Living with Vialet Rayne, where Vialet provides you with practical ways to bring in more joy and financial abundance into your life. Vialet creates a loving and sacred space where she shares simple ways for each of us to empower and enrich our lives. We are so happy you have joined us today. Let's get started with your host, the magical creator of Discover Your Spiritual Gifts, Vialet.
Importance of forgiveness. I'd like to take a moment to talk about the strength and the healing that happens when we're able to forgive. Now, remember, forgiveness doesn't mean that you say what happened to you was right, should have happened. Forgiveness is not about giving that person permission to continue behaving the way that they behaved or doing it again or being disappointed or hurt again. Forgiveness is not about saying it was okay with what happened. Forgiveness is not about being there and saying, okay, I forgive you and you can do this again. Forgiveness is about releasing and letting go of the chains, the ties that keep you in the emotional, mental state that you're in, struggling with the heaviness of the energy. We can forgive and let go. We can forgive and step away. We can forgive and not continue on. It is okay to do that. You're allowed to have a joyful and abundant life. You're allowed to have balance in your life. You're allowed to be loved and cherished. You're allowed to have all of those things. Doesn't mean that you're going to always love every relationship you're ever in. Doesn't mean that you're going to love every person that you come in contact with. There are differences in all of us, and that's okay. But we should respect each other. We should hold a space for each other because we are connected to each other. And forgiveness is about forgiving whatever happened and releasing what you're holding on to and letting go. Now, it can be difficult to release and let go if you've held on to it for months and months and months. If you've held on to it for years and years. If you've stuffed it down really deep to try to forget it. It is time to reach down into the depths of those wounds, those pains, those hurts, and say, okay, today I'm going to start healing this. I'm going to start moving through it because it is triggering me in my everyday life. It has an emotional hold on my reality, my perception of everything. And I'm ready to move through it and past it. I'm ready to walk through that storm, to forgive, to let go so that I can have a healthy life, that I can move forward without the triggers. Guess what? We're all human. Even me. I have triggers. I have emotional and mental triggers that trigger me, and I have to stop and go, wait a minute. This is a shadow. This is something I haven't forgiven totally. This is something I haven't let go of. This is something that needs healed within me. So take the time this month. This month is all about reflection. And reflect on what's triggering you in your everyday life. What is preventing you from moving forward? What is blocking you from a beautiful future? And start working on forgiveness, releasing, letting go of the heaviness so that you may move forward in a new day, a new perspective, a new life.
Thank you for joining us. To find out more about Vialet and how she can help you discover your spiritual gifts, head over to discoveryourspiritualgifts.com. Check out Violet's services and classes. You can also send a personal message to Vialet through email, violet@discoveryourspiritualgifts.com. Until next time, remember, we are meant to have abundant and joyful lives. We hope to see you really soon at Discover Your Spiritual Gifts.
Discover connection. Awaken sacredness. Become empowered. Come experience a difference discover your spiritual gift.